The tripwires on the path to possible war are growing as missiles, warplanes, and the risks of miscalculation rise.
United States nuclear weapons stockpile. Sandia National Laboratories conducts extensive modeling and full-scale testing. This video shows one of the many tests Sandia conducts using an inert unit to ensure our nation's nuclear weapons are safe, secure, and reliable.
Iran, Turkey and Russia have made a pact to accelerate efforts to stabilize war-torn Syria. The three leaders met in the Turkish capital Ankara for high-level discussions regarding their influence over Syria's future and diplomatically isolating the United States.
The reverse ballistic configuration allows the test team to stream sensor data out of the test unit through the orange cable bundle, which is routed to a hardened mobile instrumentation unit that records the test events.
Since the agreement, Iran's bloody ambitions have grown only more brazen.
2 days ago, right after Donald Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, an airstrike killed 15 people, including 8 Iranians south of Damascus. Analysts assume Israel was behind it, even if it rarely claims responsibility outright.
You have intelligence that the Revolutionary Guards are moving in other weapons. What happens? Does this escalate?
I hope not, because I hope they'll get the message that we're not going to let them do it.
The day before our meeting, the U.S. officially moved its embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, Israel.
I think that President Trump did a very important thing. He not only kept his promise and the promises of successive American presidents, he also recognized a simple reality. We're sitting now in the government office of the Israeli government in Jerusalem. The Prime Minister's office is right here in Jerusalem. The Israeli government, the seat of Israel's government, is in Jerusalem, which is its capital. And it's been the capital of the Jewish people only for 3,000 years. And I think that's the key ultimately to peace, because a peace that's based on lies will crash on the rocks of Middle East reality. And it's time to tell the Palestinians, abandon your fantasy of destroying Israel. Abandon the fantasy that you will conquer Jerusalem. Abandon the fantasy that says Israel will disappear. It will not.
The test unit is suspended from above to allow target impact to be representative of impact conditions.
Well, we've not declared war on North Korea, and frankly, the suggestion of that is absurd.
And overnight, the American Defense Secretary in Asia trying to calm nerves.
That is our goal, to solve this diplomatically, and I believe that President Trump has been very clear on this issue.
Rocket Man.
But the rhetoric, the personal threats and insults has the world worried.
Select launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The massive target is accelerated down the track into the test unit. The event itself is only a few hundredths of a second. Sensors, gauges, and quantitative high-speed imaging systems provide data for the supercomputer models.
Tanks against rocks is not a fair fight.
Well, long before any tank was used, we used rod dispersal methods. I'll tell you what makes it so hard to not hit anybody who isn't involved. It's the fact that they're shooting from behind kids. That's why they're burning tires, to put up a smoke screen to make it harder to see who's a civilian and who's an armed combatant. But Hamas has no concern whatsoever for their people. We could be wonderful allies with Palestinians living in Gaza. Why not? The people are not the problem, the regime is the problem.
Our Lord Jesus Christ says that when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. But in the last days of his return, he says that it will be as the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. But my hearer, where will you be when that day comes? Will you be judged with the world? Or will you be found holy unto God? For it is written, the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God shall abide forever.